In the silence of the island, I heard the voice that governs the ages. That which was hidden has been revealed.
The world had crossed the invisible boundary. It wasn't a sudden collapse, but a slow departure from the truth. Faith was forgotten, replaced by empty promises, and the voice of truth was drowned out by the incessant noise of the crowds. And when man came to believe he no longer needed heaven, when he declared himself master of his own destiny, the heavens moved. That which had been sealed since the foundation of the world began to be revealed. Seals were broken. Trumpets echoed beyond time. Judgment came not as a surprise, but as a consequence. Fire would fall from above. The sea would turn to blood. The earth, weary of bearing the weight of human rebellion, would finally know the power of Him who reigns forever.
The time has been measured, the cycle is closing, and nothing can prevent the fulfillment of what has been decreed.
Creation itself was already giving signs. The land had become unrecognizable. Forests fell like silent martyrs. Rivers carried poison instead of life. Cities shone with artificial lights, monuments of glass and steel masking the darkness within human hearts. Skyscrapers reached toward the heavens, while souls sank ever deeper. Wars consumed borders, not only armed conflicts, but wars of ideas, of identities, of hatred. Streets echoed with cries of revolt, fear, and despair. Starving children wept in forgotten alleys, while giant screens exalted leaders celebrated by blinded crowds. Men spoke of progress while ignoring the misery at their feet. Humanity had raised its own throne. It declared itself sovereign. The name of God became an object of mockery, treated as an ancient myth, inconvenient for a world that considered itself evolved. Temples were abandoned, altars fell, and nature, exhausted, cried out for help. The sea roared as if in pain. The skies took on red hues at sunset, as though creation itself were announcing that something was about to happen. In squares and on stages, false prophets arose. They promised a new world without God, an age of absolute control, where humanity would be its own salvation.
We are entering a new era, an era of absolute control. Man is his own God.
And the crowds applauded, convinced they had seized the power that once belonged to the heavens. Pride became law, corruption routine, faith a forgotten burden. But above the clouds, heaven watched. The firmament trembled with golden light. Silent lightning crossed eternity. At the center of a sea of crystal and fire, the throne of God shone in uncontested glory. Around it, myriads of angels stood in reverence. Seraphim covered their faces with their wings. Cherubim sang a hymn so profound that time itself seemed to bow before it.